Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Sam's Doing Stuff. What am I doing today? Well, my parents' firewood racks are empty. It's time to fill them. So how did they get empty? Well, sometimes you got to take some time off. My family and I went to Florida. That's right. Temperatures in the single digits around here, and we flew to Punta Gorda. Yeah, it was gorgeous. Average temperatures were 85 degrees. This is a shot of what we were dealing with down there. And then when you come back here, this is a shot of what it looked like out of my backyard. What a difference, I'll tell you what. Oh, it was good. It was so good. Big old reset button, yeah. But now we're back. It's still cold, and we got to get these firewood racks filled. So back when my dad was top notch, he used to do this, and it wasn't such a big deal, you know. Of course it's not a big deal for him. He's got all the time in the world to do it himself. But now he definitely can't do it. So you know what they say, what my dad's always told me, you want to solve a problem? Make it somebody else's. Yeah. So we're going to solve this problem because I've had a lot of people tell me, a lot of you viewers, that taking a wheelbarrow load at a time, believe me, I already know this. Taking a wheelbarrow load at a time from the front and bringing it down here and restacking it on his back porch, that ain't cutting it. No, sir. We're going to change that. This is the last winter. This is definitely the last winter that this series of events is going to take place. We're going to change it. Yeah, this stack right here, this is the last one. This is the last one in his front yard. And let me tell you, this is the last time I'm doing this for my dad. That may sound cruel. We're still going to bring his firewood. We're just going to do it a different way. So a lot of you, and I really appreciate everybody asking how my dad's doing. I'd love to tell you, but I might as well just let him tell you himself. Here he is.
Well, I'm finally sitting up, and I want to thank everyone for all the prayers and thoughts that you've passed my way. I know they're doing good, or I wouldn't be sitting here now. Making slow progress. At least it seems slow to me. But I'm using a walker now. I walk all the way to the bathroom and then all the way down to the door to the garage. And I go back and forth 4 times. And it's about 50 feet one way. So I'm getting a pretty good walk in. When I first came out here on the couch, I couldn't sit up at all. I had to have help sitting up. I couldn't stand up, and slowly but surely I got to where I could sit up by myself by holding on to the couch and pulling myself up. And I still can't stand up in the walker without somebody holding the walker so I can pull myself up in it. And it's just a real struggle to make any progress.
You've gone pretty far since where you were.
That's what everybody tells me, but I'm not satisfied yet. I'd like to be able to get up and walk around again. Well, it would be real easy just to lay here on the couch and say, I'm too tired to get up, I want to take a nap. And if I did that, I'd still be just laying here on the couch. I have to push myself to get up, and first time I walked, I got about halfway down the hallway and I collapsed, and I had to call Christopher to come over and lift me up and get me going again. Did that 2 times, and eventually I was strong enough I could walk down the hallway with somebody behind me to catch me in case I went down. Now I don't even do that. I walk all the way down back, just have somebody here in the house. I'd have to be in a nursing home. If I didn't have people coming in here to help me, I have a very faithful wife. and 2 kids that are close enough that they can come help me. I couldn't stay here. I want to get well enough I can go back to church again, but I don't know when that's going to happen.
You'll get there.
I sure hope so. That's going to take time.
You know, this is the last load. This is it. This is it. Last time we take this from the front yard. The last one. Is there going to be room for it? Right there. Last one. You still backing in with the camera there? There we go. The back porch is full and the front yard is empty. The front yard is empty. That's the number one. Like I said, those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, I think you know what's happening. My parents have decided to help me out because I'm helping them out, and everybody's going to benefit from it. But we are not doing this anymore. This is not happening. We are definitely beyond the scope of bringing wheelbarrow load after wheelbarrow load and stacking it and unstacking it and stacking it. And if you had to shown up, I would not have gotten this done today.
You ever think about the fact that until just 2 years ago, our 85-year-old grandfather or father was doing this all winter long?
Did it all himself, yeah.
No thanks.
No.
No.
Work smarter, not harder. That's the goal for this fall, yeah. So you got to subscribe. You got to hit the like buttons. You know, you got to stick with the channel because big things are happening. So, all right, all done here. Time to go home. Okay, well, we are on our way to Harbor Freight to make a relatively big purchase. But I wanted to just talk to you real quick. There's my dad, you know, straight from the horse's mouth. He's working. He's never not worked his whole life. You know, my brother made a really good point. That up until he was about 85, he wheelbarrowed that firewood from his front yard down to his back porch and stacked it on his back porch so he could bring it inside and burn it. And boy, yeah, he's just that type. He just works and he's doing the work. You know, this is hard on my mom too. And she's been doing everything around that house. So every time we go over, she's got a honey-do list for us, which is fine. You know, we are absolutely happy to help. And anyway, Dad knows that, and he's working. He's doing the work. He's coming along, and that's all we can hope for. And I'll just say it again myself. Thank you all so much for the prayers and all the comments and all the positive thoughts. It really means a lot. Anyway, that whole idea of bringing firewood down from the front yard to the backyard with the wheelbarrow onto the back porch and stacking it, that's not happening anymore. No, sir. And this purchase is going to be part of that. So let's get to Harbor Freight. Oh, here we are. It's the store, the guilty store we all love to hate. You know you do it. You know you do it. I'd do it. I just did it last night, and I'm going to do it again. All right, it's supposed to be in aisle 5.
In my case, maybe more verbally. I don't think it would come to play.
I see a lot of stuff that kind of looks like what I want, but I don't see it. I want one of these drywall hoists too. Just not today. I wonder if you could help me. This says you have this in stock in aisle 5. It's the...
Oh, so those are only in the back. Let me make sure. 58293. Yeah, we do have them. We just don't have them on the floor, so we'll have to grab them from the back.
Okay, yeah, I'll just wait here. So do I get a discount on that?
We'll see when I put it in. It could be, I don't know if it's... Nope, nothing. Now, you are ITC, so you do get free buckets.
A free bucket? Do I get a lid with that bucket?
Doesn't come with it, unfortunately.
Oh, I got my free bucket here. Nothing like a free bucket. You can't get the lid though. It doesn't come with the lid. Oh, that's funny. Oh, it's not that heavy. Not with 3 people, it's not. All right, let's see if. How heavy is it? It's kind of heavy. I can do it. All right, got it all unpackaged. And before I get it all scratched up, let's just talk about it real quick. It's nothing too complicated. It is a 2.5 ton pallet jack. And what is it going to be used for? Well, it's going to be used for moving totes of firewood around here. Yeah, I'm probably going to ask myself 100 times, why didn't I have one of these before? I'm guessing it's going to be that handy, especially with all this concrete. Some things I really like about it is it has rubber coated wheels. It's not like just the regular hard plastic wheels, and the rubber coating will help it on uneven concrete. And I have a lot of cracks and uneven concrete around here. 2.5 tons will obviously lift a tote of firewood. So that'll be good. I am interested in seeing how difficult it is to move a full tote of firewood around with this. We're gonna find that out in about 2 seconds here. Anyway, it's really simple. It had a couple of grease zerks back here. I went ahead and greased it up, and it just, you push this forward and then you pump it. It's got a little hydraulic pump in the back there, and it'll lift it up off the ground. And then when you want to lower it, you could drive it like that. You want to lower it, you just squeeze the handle and it goes back down. You guys have seen these before. You know how they work. So I'm going to try it on a tote of firewood. Let's go. All right. I just drug it through the snow there a little bit. I don't know. These are meant to work on smooth surfaces, so we'll try it here. Let's try it with a light basket. You just shove it through, give it a lift. Get it up off the ground. Oh, there we go. Now pull it. That's pretty good actually, because this concrete is ridiculous. And there's frozen chunks of wood all over. Here's something interesting about it. See how that wheel, when I lift that wheel up, it's pushing against that piece of plastic. So you can't, I gotta have it back farther. That's why it felt like it was dragging so much. If I bring this back to where it's just right there, and now lift it, and drive. Oh yeah. Oh, and it slides right off. It's probably because it's so light. But that's a lot easier. That's a whole lot easier to move around. All right, I'm trying to shovel all these big chunks out of the way. All right, this is coming at it from the long way. And not only is this one going to be heavier, but the load is off center. So let's see how that works. It definitely, that's going to tip it right over. Yeah. See that? You got to have an even load. So if I'm going to come with a different approach on this, I'm going to have to pull it backwards on gravel. Let's try it out. Why not? Got it off the ground, and let's try on the gravel. I'll tell you what, it wasn't easy, but it worked. I was able to move it. Once again, that's not a full tote. That's the one I wanted to get to. I wonder how far I can go with this for those wheels. That's pretty good. Let's try it right there. There we go. That one's heavy. This is hickory. All right, it's up off the ground. Let's give it a pull. Oh. It's not terrible. Not terrible. Yeah, it's not terrible. The bumps are not fun, but you know, it's doable. Look at that. Get it going? Yeah. So I'm relatively pleased with it. I think it's going to be a lot easier in the summertime when everything's not frozen to the ground. And let me tell you, I am over this winter. I am ready for spring. Next week, we're supposed to have temperatures in the 40s, which, yay, really? Melt all the snow, let's go to spring. Of course, springtime is going to bring mud season, and that's another reason I bought this. I've got all this concrete, and if I need to move these things around and manage them on the concrete, that's what this is going to do. Also, I've already done the measurements. My parents' back porch has a 36-inch wide door. This is 27 inches wide. So I can kind of make a pallet or something. I've got it all up here, haven't done it yet, but I'm working on making a firewood container that'll be narrow enough to fit through their back door, and I'll be able to pull it in with this. Yeah, that'll be a big deal. That'll be a really big deal, because we're not doing it. We're not doing any more wheelbarrow. Even though my dad did it till he was 80, there's always a better way. You know, I'm not begrudging him in any way. There's just better ways of doing things. So anyway, thinking of better ways to do stuff. That's what we're doing today. And my dad is doing better. It's all good stuff. Spring is coming. Lots of good stuff. So gotta subscribe, gotta hit the like button, and I will see you next time when I'm doing more stuff.